Hi, this video is going to show you how to add products when they've got multiple variants. And a variant is something like a product with two different colors or two different sizes. Quite often we recommend that if a product's available in two different colors, you create them as separate products. The reason for that being that if somebody's looking at them on a collection, so like on a group page, so on your all cushions or all beanbags page, they will not click into something if they can't see that it's available in the color they want. So having it there in red and green immediately alleviates that anxiety of, am I clicking into this product for nothing? But I'll show you both options when setting it up so you've got the choice. So first of all, we're in products, and this has taken us to all products, and we can simply say add product. Now another option you've got if you've already got products there is you can duplicate them, and that's a great way to start if perhaps you're coming into an established business, somebody else has already set the other products up correctly, and you just duplicate and then edit as necessary. And you can do that by clicking into the product and clicking into duplicate. But in this case, we'll say add product, and we'll give an example of a fabric. Now, first thing we'll do is write a description here about it. So we might say, I'm sorry, can I slow down on the board? There we go. Okay. So, curious. And you might want to put something about the dimensions. And large. Or something like that, just to give people a real sense of, to tell them everything you can about it, thickness, weight, how long it'll take to drive, where it's from, anything you can think of that people might want to know. The better your product descriptions, the better they'll sell. Now type vendor. Now this is if the brand is important, otherwise you might just want to put the name of the site. If your customers will want to know the brand, it's important to put that in the vendor field. Any tags? This is more if you want to create collections around them. So it could be things like summer barley packing list, or green or red. So just anything that you might want to create a collection around as a rule. Let's upload some images. What have I got on my desktop? Let's just add some colors. For now, we'll pretend these are beach towels. Now you can drag the images to say where they are, and you can also add some alt text. If you don't, it will simply take the name of the product. So blue or turquoise. And obviously, ideally, it would be an image of the product. I'm just doing this as an example. Okay, and we'll put a price on it. If it's been marked down or it's available somewhere else at $55, you can put that there, but you don't need to. And if that includes if it's taxable, you'll with flag, barcode if you have it. Inventory if Shopify is tracking it, otherwise just leave that blank and you'd say we've got 15. Now, don't worry at the moment, just put what's average for the product. We'll go back and edit it. Shipping, the weight if you need it. Tariff if you need it. Don't worry about fulfillment if that doesn't mean anything to you. Okay, so we might just save it now to avoid losing what we've got. And if you look at it with the view, if you've got the password on, you may need to go around this in a couple of circles. Great. Okay, you'll see at the moment there's just one option, so people can't actually tell you which one they want. They can just add it to cart. This is where the variants come in. So now we'll go back and say add variants. And you can choose what the variant is. So for example, in this case, we're going to need both colour, or if you're in Australia and New Zealand, colour, and you'll say in this case lime, Turquoise, hot pink. Now I've just made an error. Just in case was lime green and Turquoise blue. It's important to put the base colour name there. If somebody's searching for a blue towel, they may not pull up turquoise, whereas if you use turquoise blue, they'll get both. Also, not everybody's sure what chartreuse or that sort of thing is. So put the actual common colour name as well as any fancy colour name. Add another option, size, small, large, and keep your capitalization consistent. So everything here's got a capital letter, otherwise it looks weird. And now what it's done is it's created all of those variants. So a large hot pink, a small hot pink, etc. So you can change the thing and say actually all the larges are 70. 70. And it will automatically update the SKU, or you can say actually in this case they were all, and that's large and that's small. So just do whatever you need to with the SKUs and barcodes, and once again you can go through and edit the inventory as appropriate, so whatever you've actually got in store. And you'll see you can go over, and that's all the options for now. Now just when you think you've finished, there's two more things you'll want to do. One is go down and associate a color with each variant. So we'll click on this and say that one's pink. Or you can add new images if you've got even more specific ones for large and small. Okay, so that's the first thing, and I'll just show you what happens there. Those are saved automatically. So let's go and refresh our view here. Okay, and what you'll see now is we can choose blue, large, and by doing that it'll also show us the correct photo. So that's a really good way, particularly if you've got two blues or two things that are similar. By associating the image with the variant, it avoids somebody getting the wrong one. Or you can say lime green, large, and add to cart. And you'll see then it's saying, yeah, which one they've got. Now the other thing we need to do is now go into our variants and check we've got all the information. So you do this for each one, edit, and just check that the inventory policy is correct. You can have different inventory policies for some. You can say I want to track the stock of the pink ones but not the blue ones, because the pink ones tend to sell out and we can't get them in stock quickly. You can also say, hey, I want to let people, I can get this in stock quickly, so even if it's sold out, keep selling it, or not. You want to say it's a physical product. Yes, I need to ship this. In some cases, for something you might not need to ship it. For example, if it's a digital download or a PDF that you email them. The weight, which we might say, oh, well, in this case, I need to edit all the smalls because they're only 1.1. Save, and then you can go through and say, okay, I need to edit that small one as well. Etc. And one last thing you'll want to do, we'll go back to our main product. And what we can do here is edit. You can imagine this is what you see if you've Googled it and found it, in Google. You can actually add more information here so something different shows up. So you might say buy hot pink beach towels in Sydney. You can add more of a description. The idea of the meta description, it's got to be enticing. It's got to be something that makes people click through. Get a discount on your first order or something like that. And you can also be very careful changing the handle. I would check in with us before you do it, but you may want to say something like beach towel Turkish, and that's the actual URL. And I would always leave that set to true, otherwise you can get into the odd spot of bother. Just bear in mind that this shows for every variant, so this isn't a good idea. You wouldn't want to put hot pink because it would also apply to the lime green one. Buy beach towels in Sydney, and you could have something like buy quality Turkish. And obviously spelling matters. Save. If you don't do this, it will just default to what you put in above. So the beauty is that you can actually have something different in Shopify versus what shows up in the Google search. And there is our product. And the thing to notice is that once you've got variants, you can actually send people a link to not just the product, but a specific variant. So if somebody says, oh, I want to buy the small turquoise one, you can change to small and turquoise. And what you'll see is that actually brings up that actual variant. So if I open up a new browser and paste it in, there's turquoise and small already loaded up for them. So I hope that helps makes it easier adding products with variants. You can have up to 3 different things like color, size, and thickness, or color and font and height, you name it. But you can only have up to 3, and you can only have 100 combinations. So you can have 5 times 5 times 4 of these, but you can't have 5 times 5 times 5 options.